Hey, kindergarten. I am hoping to film a few of our week 3 packet math pages today to kind of explain how to do them, maybe work through them with you so that if you have any questions, you can just watch this and hopefully it'll clear it up for you. This page is the kindergarten math comparing numbers page, greater than and less than, but we also like to call it Greater Gator. And it is fun to imagine the greater than and less than sign as a alligator's mouth opening up to catch a fish in the pond or in the lake or the river, wherever alligators live. And we know that the alligator likes to chomp the number that is greater. So if his mouth is open, it's to chomp a larger number. Like if we were comparing 8 and 2, 8 is a much bigger number, so he would want to chomp 8. Over here, this direction would be chomping the number 2 and the number 1. 1 is less than 2. He's chomping 2 because 2 is greater than 1. 1 is less than 2. Up here, it shows how to verbally describe what's happening. 8 is greater than 2. 1 is less than 2. Those are two fun examples. You guys can color these cute little alligators at the top, and let's get started doing some of these problems. I'll probably do a few problems with you and leave the rest blank for you to do on your own, okay? All right, I even have a few little manipulatives here with me in case we need to use them. All right, so our first problem is 6 and 3. We need to know which of these is greater so that we can draw our greater less than sign chomping it. So if I were to show 6 yellow unit cubes and only 3 green unit cubes, can our eyes just automatically see which number has more? Yes, our eyes can automatically see that 6 has more. So I would chomp 6 by drawing that alligator's mouth. Does that make sense? 6 is greater than 3. I always compare and read left to right, just like I'm reading a sentence. 6 is greater than 3. All right, let's try another one. Let's show 2 green, and let's see, I have 6 yellow, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 on this side and only 2 on this side, representing this number. Your eyes can automatically see that 9 has more. And if it has more, that means it is greater. So we're going to chomp it. And whenever we compare it using our words, we would say 2 is less than 9. He's turned his back on 2. He says, nope, I don't want to eat you. I want to eat that bigger fish. So 2 is less than 9. All right, let's try another one. I have some more colors. Let me grab a few extra colors here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes 7. I've got 7 yellow, and I have 1, 2. I hope you're counting with me. 3, 4, 7 yellow, 4 green. I kind of like them all the same color a little bit better, don't y'all? Kind of helps me see those quantities better. So 7 and 4. Which do you think is the greater number? Who should the gator chomp? If you said 7, you are correct. I can automatically see that yellow has more. If I really wanted to double check myself, I could always compare like we do in class and on Imagine Math and line them up and buddy them up to see which line is longer. So let's try that, see what that looks like. Okay, so here's my yellow line representing 7, my green line representing 4, and if I buddy those guys up, they have a partner, they have a partner, they have a partner. Oh no! There are 1, 2, 3 yellow friends that do not have a partner. So that means yellow is the greater number, and it's because there are 3 more yellow than green. Green is less than yellow. Okay, good job. Okay, let's look at the next one. Our numbers to compare are 5 and 1. Now, if you don't have these little unit cubes, these are super cool. They're foam, and lucky for us, I had them at my house already. But you can use anything that's around your house. You can use Fruit Loops. You can use Cheerios. You can use pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters, some coins. You can even draw dots like I'm going to show you. So I'll show 5 green dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 yellow dot, and my eyes automatically see that there are more green than there are yellow. So drawing my greater gator, I'm going to chomp the number 5. To describe it using my comparison words, I would say 5 is greater than 1. You guys are doing great. I hope you're following along with your paper too. That way we can get it done together, guys. All right, the next one is 3 and 8. I'm comparing 3 and 8. And it's super fun to use these little unit cubes, so I'm going to use them. I'm going to do blue this time. 3 blue. And I'm going to show 8. I'm going to try to do 8 green. I think I have enough green. 1, 2, count with me. 3, 4, will I have enough? 5, 6, 7, 8. I had just enough green, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 green and 1, 2, 3 blue. Do your eyes automatically see which color has more? Yes. But we can also buddy them up to compare. Maybe in Imagine Math you would draw a line, or on our Pearl Math papers we would draw a line to buddy them up. I'm going to move them and give them their partners. Buddied up, buddied up. Oh no, these friends do not have partners. That means green is more. How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. There are 5, 8 has 5 more than 3. So drawing my greater gator sign, he would chomp 8, and I could describe it as 3 is less than 8. If he's not chomping, it's because it is less. 3 is less than 8. Okay. All right, the next one is 10 and 5, comparing 10 and 5. I'm going to use my fingers for this one. Super easy to do. Everyone has these manipulatives with them all the time, so you can use your strategies to use your fingers during math. Okay, the first number is 10. I have 10 fingers. And the second number is only 5. So which would have more? If you said 10, you are correct. Gator's gonna chomp the 10, and I can describe it as 10 is greater than 5. Good job. Y'all don't forget that you could also draw dots if you don't have any manipulatives, and also try to use your describing words and compare just talking to your families. Mom, Dad, this is 3 is less than 8. Maybe even teach it to some of your younger brothers and sisters that may be coming to kindergarten next year. We would love that. All right. So that was greater than, less than page. The rest I'm going to leave blank and let you do on your own. I think you guys can do it. The next is a subtraction page. And this looks like a joyful juggler who is juggling some circles. And let's see, how many does he have? Let me count them. Let's see what colors I want to use. I like this pretty blue. Let's see if it writes good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the little boy does have 10 balls that he is juggling. And each of these problems start with 10. So we're going to start with 10, and then we're going to take away some of those balls. So my first problem reads 10 take away 4 equals. This is what we're solving for. So I'll show you guys a few strategies on some of these problems and let you finish the rest at home with your families, okay? The first strategy I could use is our Pearl math strategy to circle an arrow away, or I like to say lasso. We're going to lasso these and send them back to the barn. And my problem says I need to lasso 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to grab all of those, lasso them, arrow away. If you want to be a super student, you could also write -4 like the first graders do. You could show that 4 are subtracted out. Okay, now let's see how many we still have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He took away 4 of his balls, and he still has 6 to juggle. So 10 take away 4 equals 6. You can also maybe do a solution box if you're feeling special. Okay, and I like that I had my numbers already there so I could just see that we had 6 left over. That was pretty cool. All right, let's do another one, but use a different strategy this time. And I'm going to use a different color because I am feeling colorful today. All right, we still have 10 balls that he's juggling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm using the counting strategy of drawing little dots on them. So we have 10 balls, and we need to take away, how many do we need to take away, boys and girls? 8. Awesome. So another strategy is to cross out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have taken away 8 of his balls, and I have 1, 2 left. So 10 take away 8 equals 2 with the solution box. What's also cool is if you could make up a story to go along with it. In my class, we have worked really hard all year long to be able to talk about math and to create story problems as we're going with addition and subtraction. And you guys are really good at using your imagination with these. So you could say, let's see, Robbie had 10 balls he was juggling, and he dropped 8 of them in the mud. How many did he have left over? 2. Good job. All right, the next one is 10 take away 1. We still have 10 balls, and I'm going to lasso one of them, arrow away. And I could also write -1 if I'm feeling like a first grader. And then I'm going to count my remaining balls to see how many he still has. So he had 10 balls he was juggling. He dropped one of them. Now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. I had 10, I dropped 1, take away 1, now I have 9 with a solution box. Avery, come check my work. What do you think? How do my equations look? Would you give me a check mark? Give me a check mark. Good job, thank you. All right. Now I could keep going, but I think you guys have a basic idea of how to solve these using the lasso takeaway method or crossing out. Make sure that you're talking about the problems, explaining it to your families too. All right, let's look at another one. Our next one is addition. Okay, addition, we're going to switch gears here and combine groups instead of taking away. And I'm going to use our counters again for this. Again, if you don't have these, you can use any pom-pom balls or Cheerios or any cereal that you have. Just get creative. I'd love to see pictures of what you're using too. You could also even just use a crayon or a marker to draw in the spaces. I'll show you both of those ways to do it. You know what I haven't done in this video yet? I have not written my name. I'm going to take a moment and write my name. Make sure you're still practicing your name. Tall letters tall and small letters small, fitting everything in the line. And you guys were working on your last names too, so try to fit your first and last name right there. Okay, Miss Francis, now I'm ready. All right, number 1. My problem reads 3 plus what equals 10. I know that at the end of this problem, I should have a total or a sum of 10, which means this 10 frame is going to have to be completely filled up. My unknown is what I'm solving for. This is what I do not know. I do know that I have 3. Okay, and the 3 are already there on the 10 frame for me. So let's see, I'm going to use yellow to solve this. I know that I need to fill up that whole 10 frame. So this little box is not filled up. Let me get that one, 2, 3, count with me, 4, 5. Am I filled up yet? No, I have to keep going. 6 and 7. So I had 3 circles plus 7 cubes equals a total of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 3 plus 7 equals 10. What we're doing on this page, guys, is we are looking for a missing add-in. We don't know this second part. We know the first part and we know the whole, but we don't know the second part. And that's what's so great about using manipulatives. It helps us move things around until we can figure it out and solve it, okay? So I'm going to leave this one just like this. Oop, if I don't mess it up. I'll leave it like this. On this one, though, I'm going to use my markers or my pens to show you how to do it if you don't have something to help you solve these with. Okay, my problem reads 1 plus what equals 10? Avery has 1 dot, and I don't know how many Addie has, but together I know that they have 10. Remember, we're talking about our problems and we're creating stories with them. So let's use some green. I think I'll have enough green. I have a little bit more in my bag. Let me see how many more I can get. Here's a few others just in case. Okay. All right, so Avery has 1. Oh, I'm going to use my pens up this time. That's right. Okay, Avery has 1. I'm going to actually color hers in green just to make it a little bit fun. So Avery has 1 green, and Addie has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, my whole, my total, or my sum has to be 10, so I have to fill up that 10 frame. Avery had 1, Addie had 9, and together combining them makes 10. So I know that that's correct. I could even read this as Avery has 1 green candy plus Addie's 9 pink candies equals a total of 10 candies all together. Okay, and you know what? It would even be just as good an idea after I use my manipulatives to go back and color them in to show what was happening there so my teacher knows how I'm solving that. So you can go back in and color in even after you've used manipulatives to show what is happening so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, let's do that on a few more, and then I'll let you finish this one on the rest on your own, okay? All right, my number 3 problem reads 7 plus what? This is what I don't know. 7 plus what equals 10? 10 is my sum. That's what I already know. But my unknown is 7. And I'm going to color in 7 of this really pretty pink purplish color. So let's see what story I could come up with this one. I had 10 scoops of ice cream. 7 of those scoops of ice cream were cherry ice cream. Cherry ice cream. The rest were mint green ice cream. So 10 scoops of ice cream, 7 are cherry, and how many are mint? 1, 2, 3. 3 are mint. And together, 7 plus 3 equals a total of 10 ice cream scoops. Woo, I would have a belly ache after I ate all that. Okay, one more, guys. The problem reads 5 plus what equals 10? I already have 5. I'm making this page nice and colorful. Don't you like it? 5 yellow. Avery has 5 yellow candies. Addie has 1, 2, 3. Is that enough? No, that's not enough because my whole is 10. My sum needs to be a 10 frame all filled up. That's not enough. I'm going to need to keep going. So Avery has 5 yellow candies and Addie Bell has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue raspberry candies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now, another thing that before we were leaving for spring break, one of our goals was to make sure our numbers are going the correct direction. And 7, 9, 3, and 5 were some of our more challenging numbers to get flipped around. Make sure that all of your numbers are going the correct direction. Families, when you're checking over their work, make sure they're getting the direction of their numbers correct, because that was a little bit of a problem before we left for break that we were working on. Okay, the rest of these I think you can do on your own. I would love to see colorful problems. And then also remember to make story problems out of those with your families, okay? All right, remember after each of these videos, if you wanted to pause it and let your child work that page with you and then start it back up or revisit this video whenever you're doing another page, you don't have to do all 4 of these math pages all together. You can break it up, do whatever works best for them and their attention span. Okay, all right, this one is place value. And I love these cute little spring frogs. They are having fun. Now, a 10 stick, we call these different things. I think in first grade they call them longs. Sometimes in kindergarten we call them 10 sticks or tens. And these guys by themselves we call ones. And a 10 stick or a long essentially is just 10 blocks stuck together so that it's easy to see and we don't have to count each one. We just automatically know that it's 10. Let me see if I can kind of show you guys that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more makes 10. Not very straight. Let me see if I can straighten that up. Here is 10 yellow unit cubes. And together, that kind of shows you a long or a 10 stick. So this first problem, I have 1 10 stick and 4 extras. So I'm going to show that with green. Okay, I just built this quantity, but we're also going to write it. So we had 1 10 stick, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, or I could have counted them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. Now that's easy peasy. But it's also important to know, what is this quantity all together? Okay, so if I were to count all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I would see that I have a quantity of 14. And a 1 and a 4 together makes 14. So I know that that is correct. Okay, each of these little what we call in my class T and O charts, they are creating a number together. This is not a number by itself. That is just 1, and a 10 is a 1 and a 0. We're creating this double-digit number, this number in the teen, 14. Okay. All right, the next one right here, this is our next problem. I know it's a busy page, so if you got to cover up part of it, you can totally do that, families. You can take another page, cover it up, whatever you need to do to help keep them on track. Okay, this one has 2 longs, 2 10 sticks. So I have 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. And in my T&O chart, my total is 28. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I counted to double check myself that yes, 2 longs and 8 ones makes 28. Now this should be easy peasy because my class, we've been doing this every single day with our number of days we've been in school. We've been practicing this all year long, and part of their challenge on the backs of their papers is to draw these for different numbers and to create their own and make up their own. So this, I know y'all won't have any problem with it. Make sure you're also explaining to your family what these numbers, how you're representing these numbers, okay? All right, so let's look at this next problem. We have 1 10 stick, but I don't write it as a 1 and a 0. No, I only show it as a 1 10 stick. 1. I have one of these, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, my computer's running low. Hold on, let me see if I can't get it charged for you guys before it kicks me off of here. And we've worked too hard on this video, haven't we, guys? We cannot stop now. There we go. All right, we're still rocking and rolling. Okay, so we have 1 10 stick, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. And together that number is, now remember, I don't have to count each one of these again because I know that that's 10. 10, or like in class we trace it with our finger, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This number is 15. I know you guys can get the hang of it. Remember, we also like to color these to show the quantities together. You can do anything like that. So you can show these like this to show that I have 14 yellow. I have 10, 20, 28 green. Make it look special, guys. Now, as always, this is not all of your math pages from week 3. This is just 4 that I've picked out that I really wanted to talk to you guys about. If you feel like you need a little challenge, you can always turn over your paper on the back and show what you know in math. Create some of your own problems. Show me different numbers, writing your numbers to 100, writing them by 10s, by 5s, anything creative to show what you know in math. Okay? All right. Like I said before, all 4 of these, you can take the time to pause this video and to go back and re-watch anything that they needed help on. Maybe start a clip and then pause it, let them finish. Whatever works for you guys at home. You can always email me, message me, dojo me, anything that you guys need. I will answer all of your questions. Even if they just need to hear my voice or see my face to work through a page, I don't mind. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys.